What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here, bringing another World of Tanks video. For those of you that are new here, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will bring you a video every single day forever and ever. And for my regular viewers and subscribers, hello and welcome to one and all. And as part of my celebration of reaching 100 videos, I'm bringing you another special little video. And this is actually a very special video because you guys get to choose. You guys get to choose which tank I'm gonna go for next. There are some restrictions though. Yes, indeed. Now initially when I was deciding on what to get next, basically which tank, which next tier 10 to aim for, I think I've mentioned this in a couple of my videos, but yeah, you guys know what I was aiming for. Well, not aiming for, haven't as yet. I wasn't aiming for it, but yeah, I was aiming for this, the Wolfentrager, and but I have had a kind of a rethink about this, but the Wolfentrager, I was aiming for this thing, autoloader. I think it's 5 or 6 shells, and you just unload, and then you reload, and it takes like a minute to reload. And each shell is like, well, you can see, 420 to 700. So it's a buttload of damage in a very short amount of time. It can potentially, take out an E100 in between an E100's shots, basically. So it's overpowered, kick-ass, but very low on armor, very similar to the Death Star, and has no hull armor to speak of whatsoever. And the name of the game is just hide, and but then I was thinking about it, and I was debating, yes, no, maybe, possibly, kind of doing the math as well, how much would it actually cost, with real money, to get to here, kind of thing. And but then I was thinking to myself, you know what, you've already got a Death Star. This is essentially a Death Star, sort of, kind of, it is and it isn't. It more or less is, kind of thing. Same kind of concept, basically. It's just another, I would call it, it's another experimental tank, because that's what I've been getting lately. I feel like I've been messing around with experimental tanks, so to speak. And let's look, the Tortoise, not necessarily experimental, but sort of, kind of, I guess. Death Star, crazy ass tank, absolutely nuts. Definitely experimental, so to speak. And the Tog, oh fuck me. Look at it, of course. But not, I don't know, not real tanks, I would say. Not real brawling tanks, like when I got my E100. Not, like the Tiger 2 and the E75 up on screen. And I feel like I've been kind of focusing on the tanks, so to speak. Well, it's World of Tanks, Cosmic. But I've been focusing on mastering these tanks. But when I roll out into battle, I have very little knowledge about the other tanks. I have very little knowledge about the American tanks, the British tanks. And it kind of puts you at a serious disadvantage. Where to hit them is kind of like a guessing game. Of course, you always aim for the lower plate, etc. But like the tier 11s, that doesn't seem to work. So anyhow, I've been mucking around with these crazy ass experimental tanks where you have to play them a certain way. And I said to myself, I'd really like to get back into World of Tanks using a proper tank. Basically, I want to get a medium. I'd like to get a medium tank. I like to aim for a tier 10 medium tank. That's what I want to do next. So you guys choose for me, Americans or British. There you go. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let's which tier 10 tank shall I aim for on the British? And I will be grinding out the tanks. I won't be, reaching going from level 9 to 10 like I did when I was going for the Death Star. I want to try out all these tanks. I know I've heard bad things about the Comet, but I've seen these tanks on the battlefield. The Centurions, the Cromwells, the Crusaders, etc., etc. And they're cool tanks. They're kick-ass tanks. They're formidable opponents. So I want to be grinding them out, and I'm going to be, of course, grinding them out my way. I don't want to be playing any stock tanks. I want to be moving on to the next tank when I have enough to unlock, all the packages for the next tank. So, you guys need to choose. Am I going for the FV4 202, or am I going for the M48 pattern? Which tier 10 shall I aim for? I want you guys. Well, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would let me know in the comments below, and I'll simply, I guess I'll just count out the comments, and whichever one is voted for the most democracy. Hey. Wins. I'm gonna go for that tank. I'll respect that. And I'm just simply gonna go for that tank. M48 pattern or the British medium. So let me let me know in the comments below, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to get a nice kick-ass, brawling medium tank. I've heard great things about the Americans. I've heard great things about the Brits. So I'm really looking forward to it. I know some of you were hoping, I was going to go this way with the TDs, but I've kind of, the TDs, the Tortoise and the Death Star. Okay, I'm kind of done with the TDs for now. I'd like to get a medium, and you saw my garage. It's bare when it comes to mediums. There's nothing there. So possibly, maybe if I do the math, maybe as I'm moving through the tiers for whatever tanks whatever tank you choose, I might be at the same time doing the other one. If I choose if you guys choose in America, I might still do the British one, but at a slower pace somewhat. So we shall see. So I'm really excited about this. I really am, and hope you guys choose well for me. And like I said, the Wolfentrager, not for now. It'll always be there, kind of thing. Maybe at a later date. And I'm done with crazy ass tanks for now. Very excited. Take it easy. Adios, muchachos.